How good is it? Is it good for you when you have to drink all of it to only get 3 grams of protein? I don't know. I can't even find a channel that'll tell me. Now, is this the name of the company? Or is this what's inside? Sayre's The Garden, 100% juice. Now, is it 100% juice? No sugar added? 1 liter. You don't really find things in 1 liter. That's one, look at that. Okay, how much is in here? Product of South Africa, not made in China. That's the only reason I bought it. 1 liter. I don't even see any of the other totalities on it. But it says when you drink it, drink 250, and it says pure lychee. But is it lychee? Or is it lychee nuts? But I bought it anyways, and because it cost more money than normal, I thought it was okay. Then there was Coco Samba. Now the only thing they mention, and they emphasize on this, is about adding the vitamin C so it doesn't, so the juice can last. Otherwise, they say the juice cannot last. And still, there's a date on this juice with the vitamin C to April 30th. But the original one of cocoa, it doesn't last at all. But this one, the vitamin C, extends it. The vitamin C in our body, the vitamin C for our immune system, and does it taste good? You know what? If it was coming out of a coconut, I tell you it was utterly fantastic to be drinking straight from the fruit. But when it's not straight from the fruit, sometimes you let things go. Our first part of the seminar today, okay, and don't tell me anything about Jack or Jacket, Jackie T, or the jackpot, jacket and the jackpot, and the zipper that divides 2 sides. If you divide 2 sides, this is what it will look like. You'll be standing as I in the center, right, as H and I in the center, to the double D's of 11. To close an area, you need to close areas. We need to close areas. We need to close an area. We need to close an area. The bigger the D, the bigger area it closes, because it's actually all in one. Okay, now what does this mean? Not quite sure yet. Still working on it. Here you have the letter R. You see the letter R? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put that little line in there, right? How do I mark that little line? There you go. Let's take out that little line, and it's a complete R. But because that little line, it looks like an AR or an AP. The same time, if I continue, where is that little thing? If I continue that line as so, or if I switch it, okay, forget about the P backwards. But this line that extends out here looks like the Q. Q is the same design as the R. They both have the same angle, okay, going out towards the right. Now we're going to get on to which God is which God, okay? I went to the synagogue today in the house of Jacob. But they say Abraham, okay, made Isaac, Jacob, and Aaron. Jacob, Aaron, and Isaac. Gaia, J. I have. Jesus, S-U-S, says I am. The French language, the first 2 verbs is I have and I am. So the Hebrew says I have. The Jesus side to it says I am and I have. So who are you and what do you have? The one other thing here is Lord God. Now this piece I picked out of the gentleman. I cannot even remember your name. I'm sorry. Something a little bit different. Something with ISIS inside of it. Okay. It's some sort of game that has been played with the numbers in order to bring out whatever the numbers mean. But anyways, inside the word Lord, O and G for go, God and Lord. Who is the God? Who is the Lord? Inside Lord, there is an L that there is not in God. And inside Lord, there is an R that is not in God. 12th letter, 18th letter, 30 in creation, 66 and 666. 30 creates 36. So the creation of the angel is inside Lord. The God is inside itself, in which the D and O go together. We don't want to talk about overdrive. 6 and 4. 6 and 4. Israel, Zion. These are the nations. I'm quite sure these are the nations, okay? And not only that are they the nations, it's Mars and Saturn. At the same time, Earth plays a role with Mercury, as 3 and 1 makes 7 and 7. At the same time, Earth makes the same role with 3 and 7 in low shu, crisscrossing, taking up positions of 4 and 6. The same area for the R. What is the R? Well, all that we see is actually pretty much in the center. Isn't that the way we see it? So when they make graphics online, they take the center one and they move it to the right. Or they take the center one and they move it on an angle to the left to make like a shadow, because we're on an angle so we can see the 3D version. But not in all, because in this world, we do art over art over art, and we're never sure which part of art fits, but we do, because the shadow is not the same as the straight stick. That's how you know. The multi-levels, you know where you are. So back inside Lord, okay, 3L, 9R, 7G. These are the 3 letters that are different. You get 19, you get the moon, of 63 and 18. 7 by 9 is 63, by 3 is 189. 89 is the heaven of I, of who I am, my heaven, inside my head, below my, behind my eyes, below my nose, below my nose, below my nose, below my nose. I didn't want to say that. I stopped as I was going to say nose the first time, and I said eyes. When I went back to recreate what I wanted to think to say for my nose was up, ended up telling me it was below. My nose is below. Blow my nose. Give me a blow. Okay, so now you have 19. You have 19, and at the same time you have 189, 199, 207. 207 or 267, I'm not going to get into that right now because we can multiply it and turn it into something else. So we have out of that, we have our 19. In this one, we have number 34. This and this, the two differences of the words. First of all, third, RD, third, right? Now let's show you the difference of 64, okay? This is how we're going to work 64. 6 times 4 is 24. The letter X in the alphabet is the 24th letter. And center C for the piano is the 24th key. And 24 is for the cat. And 24 is the reader. 2 different sides of 3, of 5 fingers, of 2 hands of 10 fingers, which has 2 3s and 3s. So what we want to do right now is 6 times 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. And that's Roman numerals. We're counting and giving a design, not an X, but a design in Roman numerals becomes that X. What's first, the English language or Roman numerals? You decide. Unless English language was last at the end and they knew they had to use that if they were going to get to the English language. But 6 times 4, 6 plus 4 is 34. DC, the delta angle. Don't forget, we're not round. We walk flat on the ground. We walk straight through things. We're walking straight. We never walk around. We turn around in circles. We're still going straight. Okay? Straight around. This 6 times 4, 6 plus 4 is 34. 3 times 4, alpha, beta, abba, AB. 3 times 4 is 12, letter L. 3 plus 4 is 7, letter G. 12 and 7 is 19. 19, 19 when we divide up L, R, G, and O, D. It also, it says D-R-O-L. In French, it says funny. G-R, for whatever you want to do, take away low or love for greed. Anyways, we went far enough with this, like have we said. The other thing I want to mention is I heard a Hebrew song. Now, for those of you who are Hebrew out there, I know you heard this song, but when I hear the Hebrew music, I hear it telling me something else. It goes, he bin Aaron. For me, it looks like bent soya Haran, H-A, angel resident, okay, Raphael, go, angel resident, go. But it's soya ha'aron, go towards your mother Michelle, okay? Kanma nek Adonai and futsu oivecha. It means, can mommy screw daddy, okay, and make a child. Oi, they say yo is a student, okay, oivecha, go down to earth. For he has been a soya bean of some sort. Him, Aaron, is going to go to the mother, to the sleep world, to the dream world. Michelle, my belle, a mish, okay? A mish when you go to the market. Okay, but when I hear this, I'm hearing him say a Hebrew. Vaz, to go. It's life, 22 and 1, 23, okay? Ashby, you see this? HB, you know HB, like HB products, right? Ashby. Now the question is, what does this all mean? It's all up to you. It's all up to you because without you, there's no me. When you ask or say something to me, you make me who I become because I jump onto what you show me and I continue your thought if it is asked. Therefore, we become sort of one. Back and forth. Communication for me is everything in the world. Without communication, if you love, you communicate. So you forget about love, you put it behind you, you learn communication. Behind communication is love. So you don't have to look at love, you look at communication is love. Unless you say love is communication. But most people don't understand the direct. Ronnie, you talked enough.